Hello friends, welcome to iExamB. This is Vidhika and today we are going to cover a topic, the journey from FERA to FEMA. Why was FERA enacted and then why FERA was repealed and FEMA was enacted. This is very important topic for Union Bank of India manager and assistant manager forex officer posts that were recently notified by Union Bank of India. So starting with the topic, FERA was launched in 1973. There are total of 81 sections under it and it was repealed in 1998 when FEMA was launched in 1999 and it has 49 sections. It is still active. First of all, today is the last date of the flash 50% off sale. iExamB is offering flat 50% off on all online courses. You can use this code. Hurry up if you want to take up any course, if you want guidance for any of the exam. First of all, what was the need for FERA? The imports in our country were very much greater than the exports. As a result, India was facing trade deficit, which caused the devaluation of currency of the country. As a result, there was increase in price of the imported oil. This all led to the foreign exchange reserves of the country becoming very low. The government of India at that time had a presumption that all foreign exchange earned by Indian residents rightfully belonged to the government of India and had to be collected and surrendered to the Reserve Bank of India. Therefore, FERA was launched, FERA was enacted, which primarily prohibited all transactions that were not permitted by RBI. Then coming to the objective of FERA. The objectives of FERA were to prevent the outflow of Indian currency. The next one is to regulate the transaction directly or indirectly affecting the foreign exchange, to regulate import and export of currency and bullion, to regulate the employment of foreign nationals, to regulate foreign companies, to regulate acquisition, holdings, etc. of immovable property in India by non-residents, to regulate and control balance of payments, to conserve foreign exchange resources for the country. So, in a crux, the objective of FERA was to regulate certain payments which were dealing in foreign exchange and security transactions that indirectly affected the foreign exchange of the country. So, the idea was to optimize the proper utilization of foreign exchange so as to promote the economic development of the country. So, what happened that FERA was repealed and FEMA was enacted. So, the journey from FERA to FEMA depended on certain reasons that were existing at that time. FERA was considered to be a draconian law. Why? Because of the non-liberal policies and it was not at all favoring the foreign investments. There were very harsh policies. For example, every foreign company had to convert itself into Indian companies which were operating in India with at least 60% holding of local equity participation. Foreign equity share had to be reduced to 40% or less. So the policies under FERA were quite harsh. The result being that many of the countries left India, many of the foreign investment which was earlier coming to India was gone. Also, it was considered to be a very strict law. Most of the offences under this law were criminal offences with main element to include the mens rea. The Enforcement Directorate under this law was empowered to arrest anyone without even a warrant. So very harsh policies were there. FERA created flourishing black market in foreign exchange and also brought into picture the word hawala, where large number of black market transactions were taking place. In 1970s and 1980s, India saw the rise of large external sector imbalances on account of increase in adverse balance of payments. So we had a balance of payment crisis, and in order to get out of that crisis, India approached International Monetary Fund for a loan, and then the IMF agreed to give loan to India only on the condition that India will liberalize its policies, its foreign exchange market. As a result of that, in 1991, LPG policy was brought into picture, where LPG stands for liberalization, privatization and globalization. So because of this liberalization policy, LPG policy, the foreign exchange flow increased in India. But due to FERA Act, the old act restricted the flow of foreign exchange and foreign investment. So the idea now shifted from regulation, from conservation of foreign exchange to management of foreign exchange, and as a result, FEMA was enacted. Now, before enactment of FEMA in 1999, certain amendments were also made to FERA. Those amendments completely changed the structure of FERA, and as a result, in the Union Budget 1998-1999, it was advocated that FERA should be repealed and it should be replaced with FEMA, and that is when FEMA came into picture. The objectives of FEMA were consolidation and amendment of the laws relating to foreign exchange, facilitation of external trade and payments. So there was consolidation and amendment. Then there was facilitation. Earlier we were conserving, now we were facilitating external trade and payments, promoting the orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India, to control and direct the employment, business and investment of non-residents, to utilize the foreign exchange resources effectively for the economic development of the country. So the foreign exchange resources were now being used effectively. So as you can see, the older version FERA had very strict laws. All those unnecessary restrictions were removed in FEMA. The rules regarding foreign investors were simplified here to encourage more foreign investment in India and consequently ensure better foreign cash flow. In order to get more information on this, you can write down in the comment box and we will get back to you. This is a very important topic for Forex officer post. iExamB is offering Union Bank of India Manager and Assistant Manager Forex Officer online course. We offer video lesson, study notes, section tests, practice questions. There are full length practice tests and we have daily live classes, and the daily live classes are going to start from 1st of September. So we have different topics on different days. On the 1st of September, the fundamentals of Forex will be discussed. Similarly, the classes have been arranged on a daily basis to complete the syllabus to help you prepare for your exams. Another surprise that iExamB is bringing in order to help you in your preparation for this exam is we have expert faculty for Forex officer. Mr. Shankar Nagarajan, he is an ex-manager RBI and have 30 years of experience in RBI across various departments and has more than 5 years of teaching experience in banking, trade, finance and Forex. If you're interested in this course, hurry up. Today is the last day of flat 50% off sale. Do subscribe to iExamB channel and click the bell icon for all the updated information. For syllabus of this post of this exam, you can refer to the video which is present in the description below. Thank you so much for being here.